I swear to God, I am gonna kill someone! Fucking OBS! Every fucking time! I swear to fuck, man! I am going to kill someone! I'm gonna no, right now, I'm tweeting OBS. I don't give a shit, because I'm sick of this. I am so unbelievably shitting pissed off with this happening every fucking time. No, fuck, am I in the Discord? I think I left, because, I can't remember. No, I'm not in the Discord. Ugh. No, I'm so fucking pissed off with this right now. It keeps resetting all of my fucking audio. So, and I don't fucking notice. Why? What is wrong with you, you stupid fucking piece of shit software? Right, let's do all of that again then, I get... I did a whole intro, and he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna reset your mic input for no fucking reason. Oh my god! So fucking irritating. Hey everyone, my name is Prince, and welcome back to... I can tab in now, there we go. Welcome back to The Sims 4. What I was saying while OBS decided to mute everything is that, I actually, for the first time in recorded history, I'm actually early today. It's so fucking annoying when that just happened. But, yeah, it was, 8 o'clock, like, when I actually went live. When I pressed the button, it was 7:59, so I was actually early today, which never happens. And then I made the joke, first of all, surprise, I got a haircut. But, yeah, I think it's a bit too short right now. Because it's very hard to tell when you're getting your hair cut, like, how it's gonna look and everything. Yeah, now my giant whopping forehead's on display. But, yeah. Bloody frog in my throat. Yeah. But, yeah, and then I made the joke, you know, like, yeah, I'm sad to announce that your universe's version of Prince has just fucking died, and I'm from a different universe to come and fill in the blanks. That's why I look, completely different, and, I'm also on time. I'm from a universe where I was on time. My channel from my universe got deleted, because I made a video that had a squirrel in it, and it was mass reported because the squirrel attacked me, and it got reported for animal violence, just not the right type of animal violence. So yeah, so I came over to this universe, and now I'm taking over this channel. Yeah, hope you don't mind. But, yes, we are back, and we are going to be continuing from where we left off, pretty much, designing more villains. Last week we designed, Dread and all of his different forms, and this week, we're gonna be doing... Pardon me, we already did Xander, but we're going to be doing Toxon, like his actual Toxon form. Troy Winter, Extroyer, maybe Makino, and maybe if we get onto it, we'll do Morphos as well. But, yeah. So, we're gonna hit new game. And what do you know? Just gotta check something real quick. It's not randomly reset my library. No, it hasn't. Okay, good. What do you know? Because I'm thinking it may be because of downloading custom mod content and checking the setting to import said modded content. The game's actually saved the fucking setting, which keeps it windowed full screen. Apparently that's not a setting that gets, you know, preserved by default, because this game has been out for fucking years at this point, and they still have issues like that. Can I not get an itchy nose? I don't want this to be a thing. There we go. So, last week, we did, Young Dread, we did Old Dread, and we did Prime Dread. I tried my best with the mask, but it didn't look that good. Because, you know, Dread has a very, very specific mask, and, yeah, I wasn't really able to get it right. I kind of, I tell you what, that should really be something that they introduce in the next Sims game, which I'm pretty sure has been officially confirmed. Actually, I'm not entirely certain. Okay, that's very weird. There's a whole subreddit around The Sims 5, but they refer to it as Project Rain, but I think Project Rain is something different. Okay, Project Rain, yeah, it was widely speculated to be The Sims 5, however, it was announced at Investors Day, September 17th, 2024, that The Sims 5 is not being developed. Is there a wiki page for The Sims 5? No, it's redirected from The Sims 5. Hello, Crossbound. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't like it because it's funny. I do prefer my hair short, but not this short. It's mainly just because, I sort of just have it, cut grade 2 every time, and I've never really deviated from that, but I sort of like a middle point in between this and, like, how it looked, you know, like a week ago. But yeah, yeah, so Project Reen isn't The Sims 5, it's a different thing. Okay. There's a few cancelled Sims games. Simsville, The Sims Olympus, and The Sims Town Stories. Damn, that was back in 2001. Sims Olympus was a prototype of The Sims 4. Oh, God. My sinuses are all blocked up and like, I can hear my voice sounding a bit weird. And then The Sims Town Stories. Okay. Well, you know what? The more you know. Okay, so we have, base Xander here. This is about the best I could do with him. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, what we need in the next Sims game, whatever that ends up being, is we need a way to edit, like, individual clothing pieces. Like, if we've got a suit, let us modify the color of the tie, not just the whole thing. Because I can't... There's not a suit that's, like, black with a red tie, which is actually really surprising. I might actually give him this just to be different from Dread. But yeah, there's nothing... It's really surprising that there's no suit with a black suit with a red tie. Very weird. Of course, there's a red suit with a black tie, but not the inverse. That's just bloody typical, isn't it? That's the really annoying thing when you're a person that loves creating in games like this. They never have exactly what you want. Again, there's a red suit with a, like, grey tie, but why is there not a grey suit with a red tie? Of course, there's one with a bow tie, but that's a bloody prom suit. Just giving it one final check before we move on. Yeah. Yeah. There's a hair in my mouth. Yeah. Yeah, there's not anything, is there? Oh my god. Oh my god, stop putting me... There you are. Got you, you little piece of shit. Yeah, just giving one last look to make sure I haven't missed anything. No. Nope. Nothing. And yeah, I'll give him this one instead, just because it's different from Dread's suit. And I think it's close enough that it could still pass. I think, yeah, we've, oh, I didn't do preferences. Wait a minute, I put dislikes fishing. That is, in hindsight, the dumbest thing I could have put. Because, I mean, I mainly put that because he doesn't like the water, but who is his main companion? It's fucking fishy. I guess you could go either way with that. I'll leave it as it is. Color. He likes green. Fashion. Oh my god! I thought I saw that. Oh my god! Crossbound with a $20 donation? I wish you'd done it through the description, because then we could have had a sound effect for it, but oh my god! I think... Oh my... Bloody hell! I don't know what to say, thank you so much! I think that roughly equated to around 15 quid for me. Oh my god, thank you so much, Crossbound! That was... Wow! Thank you so much! That's so generous! Missed the last stream, how'd it go? What, the last one of this stream? The last one of this series, or the last stream in general? The last one in this series, was pretty good, you know, we designed Dread and young, well, I say young, mutated Titus. The last stream in general, that was on Saturday, that was our, Lego DC Supervillains stream, and that was very fun. I fucking love that game, and I love the character creator, and at the end of that, I actually made Morphos. That's so kind of you, Crush. I think that may be one of, if not the highest, donations I've ever received. I think it's either the number one or the second number one, because I know that, I want to check, hold on, week, I can't check, that far back, here we go, no, I think, no, you have actually taken the record. I think you legit have just... Yeah, because Ma tipped... My previous highest one was from Ma, and that was $13. That was back on the trail stream. But no, you donated $20, which roughly amounts to 15 quid and 11 pence. So you have just tipped the record. Congratulations, Crossbound. And again, I don't want to, you know, it's not a competition, everyone. You guys know I don't ask for donations. You know, I'm honestly just happy for people to tune in to stream. That, like, you guys' presence alone in these streams are good enough. Because, you know, these are about me going on adventures and having you guys tune in with all of these adventures that I'm going on. So, yeah, I never ask for donations. They're never required, but always heavily appreciated. So thank you so much, Crossbound. That is so unbelievably fucking generous of you, and I really appreciate that. Although I would kindly ask, if you were ever to grace me with that kindness again, for you to use the link in the description, as is... I can never find the bloody window, as is highlighted on screen, because if you donate through Super Chat, then it gets sort of lumped in with the rest of the money that I make to do with YouTube, and they take a cut of that at the end of the month. Whereas if you donate through the description, then I get basically all of that money, because I use Stream Elements, and they literally take, like, maybe a pound out of, like, 30 quid or whatever. But thank you so much, Crossbound. That is fantastic, and that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Right then. Yeah, I did just save. Did I just sit? No. Okay, let me just save. I swear I just saved him. Did I not just save him again? Okay. There we go.
Activate Super Impact! Ha!
Huh? Fucking what? What is happening? Crossbound, was that you again? That was another £20 tip from Anonymous with the message, "There we go." Are you serious? Oh my god. Was that seriously you again, Crossbound? Are you fucking serious? I'm asking because I don't know if like some fucking wild coincidence someone else just donated, but I'm guessing that was you again. Oh my god, what the actual hell? Dude, thank you so much. That is... Oh my god, thank you, seriously, so much, Crossbound. That is... I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. That is fucking incredible. Well, you've definitely taken the record there. That was... Because, like... Obviously, before it was like $20, and that translated into pounds for me. But that was just straight up 20 quid. That was a tier 3 donation. We've only had one of those before. Although technically the one you just did before was another tier 3. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Crossbound. I honestly can't... I can't fucking thank you enough for that. That is completely unnecessary. I really appreciate you just tuning in. But thank you so much. Thank you, seriously. I can promise you that money is going to go towards, like, you know, good shit to help the channel. More games for us to play on stream and stuff. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I don't know what to say. That is like a back-to-back donation of that amount. That is 35 quid. That is... I don't know what to say. Seriously, that is fucking incredible. Thank you so much, Crossbound. That is wild. Please, you really don't need to spend that much on me. Like, I really am happy with you just tuning in to these streams. That is so unbelievably generous of you. But thank you so much. Oh, well, off of that fantastic start, should we start making Toxon? I think we should. So we've saved, excuse me, we've saved, regular Xandernet. Why is that registering as having custom content? What custom content am I even using? Oh, it's because, it was in the swimwear, wasn't it? Yeah, I used the mask. Right, yeah. That makes sense. Oh my god, I still can't believe that. This has already been a fantastic stream, you know, I was on time. Granted, I had the fucking intro, bollocks with OBS and the audio and everything, but that is fucking insane, man. Thank you so much. Right, yes, it's Toxon time. So, obviously, I did look, Actually, I mainly looked for Extroy, honestly. I didn't look for, like, a proper gas mask. Maybe there is one that would be a bit more fitting. I was sort of just gonna, like, use this one and make it, and just, like, change his skin tone and his hair and everything. But maybe there is actually, like, a full gas mask. Let me have a quick look, because I'm sure there must be something. Let's have a look. Oh, I love it. Oh, no, never. Yep, I love it when I click on a link and it's a dead link. Okay, so that's just like a lower gas mask. That one looks pretty good, but again, it didn't really come with the colors. And I think this one's a bit more subtle, and that works better for Dread too. That's another just sort of lower one. That is for the Sims 3. That's really fucking useful, isn't it? Okay. Here we go. So we got, right, yes, okay, I have found a full gas mask. I think that's really, yeah, I think, it'd probably be better. Okay, right, let me download this. And then I'll quickly restart The Sims 4 and we can get it in. Yeah, you're 100% right, Crossbound. Like, it doesn't help. I sort of found out last week, The Sims 4, it is, like, fucking impossible to find specific shit. Because, like, all of the websites where people host stuff to do with The Sims 4... it's like, the search parameters are fucking impossible. I'm restarting it because I've got to restart it to like, put mods into the mod folder. But yeah, it is, like, fucking, it is, like, genuinely impossible to find, like, literally anything. Because it's all, like, formatted and organized really awkwardly. Okay, I don't know why okay, I'm guessing I might have to move both the images and the package, things into the Sims 4 mod folder. Where is it? EA. Sims 4 mods. There are no images in here, but I'll just put them in here. Yes. Copy. Paste. There we go. I think the images might have been like, the thumbnail thing in, like, the character builder. But yeah, you're definitely right, Crossbound, in that, like, I tried to look, like, that's the thing, like, I didn't even know what to look for. Like, I searched up, like, crystal, and fucking nothing came up. But yeah, there is his design. That's why I always say, like people saying about, like, oh, creating Lego figures of the characters and stuff, and it's just, like, their design is just so unique. It's just, like, impossible to make characters like Extroyer. And, like, with Dread, I couldn't even make his mask in the previous stream. So, you know, we're sort of just gonna do our best, see what we can do, try our absolute hardest. Again, this series is mainly about making, like, the more human-looking characters, but I'm trying my absolute hardest with, what I can do. But yeah, that gas mask ought to suit our purposes. And now I will restart The Sims 4. Yeah, again, that's the thing. And that's what always annoys me, like, because I'm a creative person, you know, I love games like, you know, Minecraft and The Sims 4 and everything like that. And it really frustrates me when I can't get something right. It's just like, we have all of this customization, and it's like, I can't get something right. It's just so frustrating. Every time I like load up this damn game, has it done it again? It's done it again! It keeps fucking resetting my fucking gallery. And like, restoring stuff that I deleted. This is really pissing me off now. Give me 2 minutes. Just gotta delete a bunch of stuff. Amazing that, you know, they put so much effort into the 10,000 different fucking expansion packs. And yet they still can't fucking they still can't nail stupid fucking glitches like this. Jesus. Right. Okay, that should do it. Where's... Oh, yeah, main game. Yep. Yeah, it can't detect... this literally has not changed names. It's just like... I made this joke last time, but I fucked it up royally, so I'm gonna try again. Oh, yeah, I can't detect ts4_64.exe The Sims 4, but, do you want me to try and capture ts4_64.exe The Sims 4? Like, it literally hasn't changed names, and it treats them as, like, separate windows for some fucking reason. It's bloody stupid. Right. Let's try this again. I just realized I didn't send out the notifs elsewhere. The funny thing is, I have been this late before. It's very embarrassing. In fairness, there's not many other places to stick it. Did I not? I didn't put the tweet out either. I'm a moron. Hello, Rush. Oh, hold on. There we go. Why did that not... Hold on. Okay, that's weird. It just didn't come up with the title of the stream in the embed. Anyway. Right, back in. Yeah, welcome, Rush. Yeah, let's not flush fish. I mean, he's already dead. I say this all the time whenever it comes up, but it's so funny that the only actual character death, apart from Makino, like the only character death that meant something, that wasn't like a villain defeat death, oh, it's a suave looking dude, but was a character that wasn't real. Okay. But yeah, for those of you who weren't here in the previous week's stream, yeah, I did, because we were talking about, because we were making Dread, and for some reason, he kept looking like Butch, and I made, like, a wild, it wasn't serious, I wasn't being serious, but, I made a wild conspiracy theory that, because in the episode, what is it? My Best Friend is an Ultralink, where Butch turns good, he only mentions his mom not being around, and from that you could infer that maybe his mother is a single mother. And then I was just like, whoa, like, what if Dredd was actually secretly Butch's father, and Butch's mother was just some chick that he'd, like, fucking left. It's definitely, I don't think I'd want that to be canon, because I think that sort of just makes things very complicated. Like, I don't think that Butch and Dredd are two characters that should have that connection. To be honest, like, I kind of like that Dredd doesn't really have a connection to anyone. Like, that he doesn't have any family or anything. I think he works best as a character like that. I don't really want him to start having, like, family, like, long-lost family members that are introduced. I was gonna say it's, like, in the same sort of vein as, like, the theory of Kat being Sydney's mother, but I actually quite like that theory. Right, so, we have Xander. Obviously, he's gonna look the same, like, throughout all, or, actually, we could do something pretty cool, because obviously Toxon has, like, the different forms to him, like, the different, like, chemical forms. What if we did a different one for each outfit? That would be pretty cool. That just saves us, like, having just one, over all of them, and he never fucking changes. Right, it'll probably be in headwear, won't it? Okay. It's not showing up here. Accessories, probably. Yep, here it is. So, we can just do this. And there we go. Again, I can't really have a full helmet. But yeah, this is the one we used last time. I think it's just more accurate to go with this one. Yeah, again, Rush, like, it's one of those things that, like, we all, as a community, accept that, like, Dredd should have bonded with X376. And that's what I kind of find funny about, like, us as a community. Like, there are certain things that, like, there are, like, unique ideas that we all have. Like, we all have our own interpretations about, like, what Tachyon was, or, like, you know, future turbo modes, or stuff like that. But there are certain things that we just, like, all agree on. Like, I feel like I've never really met a Max Steel fan who thought that that wasn't a good idea. And wasn't logically what they should have done with X376. Yeah, I'm not gonna put purple as the first one, because I think I'm just gonna put his main form as the first one. Yeah, we're gonna I'll put that as one of the others. So we're gonna go full body, because I want the alien suit. The coloured one, the one that we can colour. This one right here. Now, technically, his suit sort of stays the same-ish kind of colour, but I am gonna change it to be... Oh, that's not really that nice a green, is it? Okay, oh yeah, I need to make him bigger, too. And then I'm gonna change his skin tone to be literally just like... Can I not make it darker than that? Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get, really. Oh, hold on. I have a plan to make use of the colours a bit more. First of all, get rid of the hair. Yes. Shivaja Press. There we go. Get rid of the hair. There's no... Hold on. There's no, like, hats I could give him. Oh, hold on. What about... Okay, that kind of fits. That actually doesn't look too bad. I was looking for the other Star Wars one. This one. No. I think that one actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Yeah, Toxon, again, with a little help from mods, I'd say that Toxon is, like, the only mutant one that's, like, easy to do. Because, you know, he's basically just wearing a gas mask. I mean, his mask doesn't really look like this, but, you know, it's good enough. But I'm going to... Can I get rid of his eyebrows? Facial hair. I've never considered that. Hold on. Faces, skin details, teeth, eye details. Hold on. I feel like I can. Is it not in facial hair? Because I swear I've been able to, modify the eyebrows before. Faces, skin details, teeth, hold on, let me see if I can select them. Yeah, there we go. I know I'd be able to. It would make sense for me not to be able to. Okay, so then we do that. And then, okay, this is potentially gonna look really weird. I was thinking maybe make the eyes a lot, yeah, I can't... I'm gonna have to put the mask on afterwards. I was gonna say maybe we make the eyes look... I might have to see if I can get some modded eye colors. What are these? Oh, these are Sith eyes, yeah. I've been making a lot of Star Wars stuff. Well, Toxon, we've actually had very good success with the voice so far. The voices of the characters. I guess Sims 4 is just good for creating cartoon-esque voices. Yeah, give it a go, Crossbound. What if Extroyer fused with Mega Elemental? That would be a very cool form. I don't think it would happen, like, because... Well, actually, there could technically actually be precedent for that. I've never really considered that, but as a Megalink, Metal obviously has the power to annex all the Ultralinks, and technically... Extroyer is an Ultralink form, the same way that the Elementors are an Ultralink form. Oh my god! I think it would actually be possible for Metal to annex Toxon. I've never thought about that, but I genuinely don't think there's any, I genuinely don't think there's any actual, like, show-based information that would suggest that that isn't possible. I think that genuinely is possible. That's mad. I've never considered that before, but there is nothing, like... If anything, the information we have in the show supports that. That is actually crazy. Okay, I think I found some glowing eyes. Okay, yeah, these should work. Found a few, actually. Again, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, these look pretty cool. 3 different variants. Okay, close that. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. Okay. Just making sure I don't close something by default. Close something by accident, sorry. Okay. Download this. Kind of wish there was a bit of a, I guess, easier way to do this. Because I'm just gonna have to save this. I'll delete it afterwards, because this is just to save the progress you've already done. I kind of wish there was an easier way to do this, because I have to restart, Sims 4 every fucking time. But save that, documents, EA, Sims 4 mods, there we go. Download a zip file, yeah, sure. And then download this one. Okay. Did I download both of them? Downloaded one of them. Oh, here we go. Non-default and face paint versions. Okay, I don't know what any of that means, but I'll just download this one. Okay, well that one, the links are dead links, so that's helpful. Luckily, it wasn't really the one I was bothered about. Okay. Yeah, I am gonna make his eyes, green boogie, but, I was looking for some, like, actual glowing green eyes rather than just simple green ones. But I have located some. Right, okay, I think, just gotta extract that. There's vampires, and then copy them into the mods. There we go. Tell you what, the mod files for The Sims 4 are remarkably light. Very appreciative. Because, you know, mods for a lot of games can be quite big. Then again, mods for a lot of games do have a lot of stuff in them. Ugh. Yeah, it would be... I've genuinely never even considered that, but it is 100% that he would be able to annex Extroyer, because he is linked. Right, okay. Now that's done. We start The Sims 4 again. Again, I wish there was an easier way to do this and not having to restart it every time, but it doesn't matter. Yeah. And I guarantee it's gonna reset my fucking gallery again. Guarantee it. Oh no, it's actually kept it this time. It's so weird. Okay. So let's get Toxon back. And now, if we go to the eyes, we have a lot more. So, we have literally just plain glowy eyes, which I think would actually work quite well. I think, this is... So this modifies the eyes. So these are, like, more customizable looking eyes, I guess. But I'll get rid of that. So we've got, like, fully solid eyes here. And with this, we can sort of... Oh my god, I was like, what the fuck is that? That was that... Did you hear that violin? That was, like, horrendous... Like, horrendously jarring. It was like... For, like, fucking 5 minutes. It's like... Because I was looking around, like, what's going on? Is there a sound effect? Like, is it frozen? What's going on? Okay. So that'll work pretty well, I think. And then, if we just put... the gas mask back on. Then he's got glowing green eyes. It's kind of hard to see, like, but it's better than nothing, I think. Fuck off, Crossbound. You guys heard that it was part of the damn music. It was just, like... Because I was just listening to music. I mean, The Sims 4 has nice music, but there was just like a violin that was going, no, 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 no. I can't do it quick enough. Like, no, 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 like over and over again at the same tone as well. It was like fucking ear-piercing. Okay. For bass Toxon, I'd say that's actually pretty good. You know, if in The Sims 4, you know, like what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, I could change Dread's eyes as well, you're right. Again, I really wish I had a better, like, mask for him, but just couldn't really do much with it. Right, so... I was gonna say, like, why don't we match, like, each thing, each form to, like, each outfit, like, which one fits with athletic and which one fits with formal and stuff. But I don't think I could do that with all of them. I could definitely figure that swimwear would be his radioactive form. I think that makes, you know, perfect sense. But I just gotta quickly apply this to everything. And the suit as well. Oh. And then I can modify it. So if I swap to formal, yep, shouldn't... Oh, I've just realized though, I can't change his eyes between forms. Okay, that's slightly irritating. I kind of would have wanted to... Are we sure I can't do that? If I go to swimwear now... Could, try and do it like this. I don't suppose there's like a solid color one, is there? No. See, that's the best I could probably do, but, like... They're just... I guess... I'd like the glow... I like the solid eyes, though. I think that looks cool. I guess I could just change the suit. It doesn't really matter. Right, full body. See what we can do. So yeah, that'd be more like this. The radioactive green. Hey, Jadventures, welcome. We're making Toxone. Okay, so that's base form, radioactive form. I don't really think any of the others really... Okay. Okay, cold weather, I feel like that's a given. I'm not much of a cold weather person. So, let's heat things up! Whoosh! I mean, in actuality, the suit was black. Yeah, I think I'll go with the black, because that was the primary color. The oil was the primary color. It was black. It wasn't orange. Yeah, again, it's not perfect, but for Sims 4, it looks alright. So we've got oil for cold weather, radioactive for swimwear, normal for everyday. I guess we just throw out the others. I don't really think any of the others actually fit. Like the bacteria one. I don't really think that fit with anything. Neither did the acid. The acid rain one, the acidic one, I guess I could put with party. Because that was in Supermania, which was a very fun, like, funky episode. Yeah, I don't think Chimera Destroyer was actually as big as Titan mode, although I'm not entirely sure. It was pretty big. I think it was only, like, maybe standing tall, it would only be up to, like, here on Titan mode, so it wouldn't actually be that big. But yeah, this can be acidic Toxon. What other form? I'm gonna have to look back at my own video. Actually, I just pull up the image folder I have with all of Toxon's forms in. I think I'm gonna have to make use of some of his toy forms, because I don't think we've got enough. Hey, Ma. Yeah, again, you know, I still wonder to this day what would have happened if we'd have gotten a season, like a proper season 3. Maybe formal, I can put it as like the neutralized Toxon. I think that could be quite fun. It's like a paler. Yeah, I'll put it as that. Athletic. So we got... Actually, maybe I should put that as sleep. Yeah, I'll put that as sleep. What else we got? Base check, neutralized check, acidic check. Noxious and hypnosis are basically both purple. I guess maybe... Could I do both? Yes, I could. I could do both. I don't really suppose it matters. Make formal the noxious one, and maybe hot weather. This one, the hypnosis one. So we've got cold weather, hot weather, swimwear, party, sleep. Athletic is the only one we're missing. Maybe I'll do a toy one. Well, athletic is all about, you know, being active, you know, running and stuff. And we did have a toy form called Rapid Attack Toxon. And that was like a deep blue. Or would it be better as a red? I can't really get like a bright deep red. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. I think I'll go with this one. So, I think that is Toxon done. We've got base form Toxon, noxious, rapid attack, neutralized, acidic, radioactive, hypnosis, and flaming. Oh. How do I think Toxon looks outside his suit? I don't think that's an answer that any of us actually want. I don't think it's something that any of us would want to see, because that would be some straight body horror shit. It would be disgusting. Okay, I think that is legit, pretty much as close as we're gonna get for Toxon, I think. Again, it's not perfect, but for The Sims 4, I'd say it looks pretty good. No, it's not Bones' Adventures, because we did see, like, there is... His body is still, like, there is still a body under the suit. He's still alive. You know, he wouldn't be alive if it was just bones. He's not, like... Because then there'd be nothing biological about him. But it's just like, yeah. I don't want to see what's under there. I think that actually kind of fits for Toxon. Right. Oh, hold on. I gotta change his stuff.
Ooh. Alupaz? My Alupaz.
And his voice is pretty much perfect already. I don't know what I can really name him for his first name to be Toxon. I guess maybe just Toxon Xander? Doesn't really fit, does it? Hey Sparky, welcome back! Yeah, Toxon! Thank you, Sparky. God, it's like, I'm not throwing shade at anyone who's been, like, sticking around for a long time, but I just feel like when I get a haircut, usually, and then I go on to stream, like, hardly anyone ever notices. But, thank you, everyone. Again, I don't like it this short. I kind of need to grow into it a little bit more now. But it was getting too long and too unwieldy. Do I still stick with the creepy walk, though? I feel like, it needs to be like a... No, where is it? Yeah, the tough walk. I thought there was like an angry walk. Could have sworn there was. Okay, so we got the voice down. Erratic I keep. I'm gonna get rid of neat, because that was like the whole thing about his like previous self. Oh yeah, I gotta add evil. There we go. Evil, genius, and erratic. There we go. Ah. Well, yeah, that's the thing, Sparky. Like, people forget, obviously, just because, you know, you don't really think about how Xander was like before he became Toxon, just because it was such a small part of his time in the show. But he was a germaphobe. That was his whole thing. And then that sort of twisted into being like, you know, he wants to keep everything clean. And then it was twisted into like, you know, if I can't be clean, the world can't be either, sort of thing. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, Max Steel analog horror would actually be quite interesting. I feel like there's some decent stuff you could do with a Max Steel analog horror. Probably a lot of stuff to do with THI, or just Toxon in general. Yeah. What would I change about Toxon's character? I would have given him maybe 1 or 2 more appearances in Season 2, because I feel like now that after getting rid of Fishy, they had the opportunity to, like, because they had the opportunity to treat him a little bit more seriously. Maybe, oh, I've got an idea for his second name. Toxon Goopanoid. The Goopanoid family. But, yeah, like, I think after they killed off Fishy, they had the opportunity to... Because it's like, at the end of Toxic Relationship, Toxon is just like, you destroyed my Fishy, Max Steel, and you will feel my wrath. And I feel like that could have been a segue into Toxon becoming, like, an actual sort of scary villain and doing, like, really being out to kill Max Steel. But, the only other appearances he had was Digital Meltdown, which was a great episode, but in terms, it didn't really pay off that, like, you will feel my wrath. And then the episode after that was at, like, the fucking end of Season 2, Germ of an Idea, where he, like, Max had to save him from dying. So, I felt like there was an opportunity to make him a lot more powerful now that there wasn't, like, because I feel like Fishy is sort of like a buffer to make Toxon sort of not that serious, if that makes sense. And now that after that buffer was gone, and it was just him, you had the opportunity to, like, really make him powerful and scary, and they just didn't really do anything with that. Okay, I think that'll do us for Toxon. Toxon. Boosh. And I can get rid of, just to check it's not gonna fuck up my gallery again. Just get rid of him. There we go. And I can get rid of the old, Xander too. Alright, so there's Toxon. That's pretty good. I'm happy with, Toxon. Right. I mean, you say that, Crossbound. I mean, he did pretty well in, that's the thing. I think a lot of time people actually forget that Toxon is legit, like, or has been shown to be, like, the most powerful villain of the show. Well, like, sort of, like, comparatively among, like, the regulars, like, not really versus... Well, maybe, you could argue against, like, stronger than Makino, but probably not stronger than Morphos. But Morphos wasn't really a regular villain. But of all the, like, regular-ass villains, like, the Elementors, Dread, Toxon, and Extroyer, Toxon, like, people forget how powerful he was. Like, in Gone Fishing, the level of power he had in that episode was fucking insane. Exactly, it made the entire ocean radioactive, and not just made it entirely radioactive, made the entire ocean radioactive in literal seconds. Like, there's probably some power scaling calculations to be done there, but like, the amount of power, the amount of radioactivity he had inside him, it was nothing to laugh about. Why is Extroyer purple when his Ultralink was yellow? That is, that's a question I've seen a few people ask. While it was never really confirmed, I've always sort of, I think it's pretty obvious that, the reason is just because of it was because of the purple lamp in, Troy's suit. Because his armor had a glowing purple lamp in it that is exactly the same color as all of the Ultralink shards. And we see when it exploded that it, like, wasn't really purple. So, I think, I think it was literally just that, like, because, like, the actual Ultralink itself is, like, so far in... It's, like, in his body. It's probably in his fucking rib cage. But, it went, like, you know, it went into his body, and then, like... So, this is his body, and this is the Ultralink. It went, like, into his body, and then his body, like, sealed up with the, like, shattered glass of the lamp, and that, like... was, you know, the Ultralink bonded with that, you know. It was a very fucked up Ultralinking process, you know, he didn't link properly, but that, like, the glass sort of, you know, spread out and became, you know, and became, you know, all of the shards that we see. Again, Extroyers are very weird. You know, they literally call him an Ultralink anomaly, and I really love that term, by the way. I think it's in Lights Camera Max at the start, where he's facing off against the other Ultralinks, and they say, apprehend Ultralink anomaly. I really like that term. Well, yeah, but Toxon wasn't blowing up the planet. He was, like, flooding the oceans with toxic, goo. So, yeah, it's not exactly the same. Yeah, Sparky, I mean, I'm happy to, you know, spread what I believe to be, you know, correct information about the franchise for people who want to know. You know, I've lived and breathed Max Steel over the past couple of years, so, you know, I like to think I know what I'm talking about. But yeah. But, yeah, I'm kind of sad that Toxon sort of got the short end of the stick, in Season 2, because, like, Extroyer at least had 3 appearances. Like, he he still felt like he showed... Actually, no, he had 4 appearances, yeah. So he felt like he still showed up enough. But Toxon with, like, only 2 episodes, like, near the start, and then 1 at the very end. Yeah, I feel like they didn't really utilize him as much as they could have done. I'm trying to think, like, what episodes I would have, like, shelved off to give Toxon more, like, give Toxon another episode. Again, it's very difficult, because, like, Season 2 is, like, peak Max Steel. You know, it's like there's not many episodes you can get rid of. Maybe, I would change Digital Meltdown. You know, that's a great episode, but again, given the immediate last encounter they had, Toxon was like, "You will feel my wrath!" And then his next course of action is to just try and find him in a video game. It just doesn't really, feel right. Yeah, that's the immediate one. Get rid of Reprogrammed. Like, fucking toss it. Yeah, it's like, there's not many episodes that you can really get rid of. I'm gonna say maybe change Got Turbo Star to, like, include Toxon, but you can't really have a Turbo Star episode that doesn't have Dread in it, and I don't really think having Dread and Toxon in the same episode would have been that good. Sparky, it's okay to have incorrect opinions. I'll say that. I will never... I hate it. It's such... It's written so badly. And it's so unbelievably cringe as well. Yeah, it's like, I just look through the fucking episodes of Season 2 and I just can't find a spot to put in another episode. No, you can't love the cringe. That's what makes it cringe. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, but you're wrong. You see, Ord knows what's up. I can't find... And the thing that really, like, perplexes me is the fact that Reprogrammed was written by the same writer who wrote Hot Zone and The Legend of J.M. Micraw, 2 episodes which are arguably 2 of the best episodes of Max Steel ever made. How did you write those and then write that piece of tat? It's like not even... It makes no sense. It's madness. Yeah, so I don't know. I get rid of Reprogrammed, obviously, but that's... Yeah, I guess you don't have to have it in the same place. You could have just gone, like, Torbolt and then a germ of an idea. But yeah, put a Toxon episode, at some point before then. And it's also interesting that, they state in a germ of an idea that there was no in-between, because they literally said, that the last time they encountered Toxon was when they were playing Max Steel Turbo Warrior Online. So there was no in-between encounter. And I actually kind of like that episode continuity. Max Steel is very good at that. Right, so next stop, I did save, Toxon, did I not? I did. I just saved it as Toxon, hold on. Yeah, because I didn't save it with, the different personality bits. Rid of that. There we go. Oh, maybe I did save it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, again, it's at the bottom of the it would be at the bottom of the ocean, and it's like you can't just go to the bottom of the ocean. And plus, at the same time, even if he did rescue Fishy, he wouldn't really be able to do anything, because the only way he'd be able to get Fishy out would be to unlink him, and that's not a process that can be done easily. He'd have to, like, kidnap Vengarn and get him to unlink him. Yeah, that's the thing, like, Toxon's encounters... Again, that's the thing with Max Steel. Like, all of the filler episodes are always, like, have something memorable about it. That's why I'm so proud to be a Max Steel fan. And, like, we talked about this last time, about how I'm pissed off about how people idolize Ben 10 so much more, when Ben 10 is full of so many utterly garbage filler episodes and so much shitty writing, in comparison to Max Steel, where, like, practically every fucking episode is a banger. Apart from Reprogrammed. So it's like, you know, it's, yeah. Well, but with, like, people like Toxon, I feel like you can, I think Toxon is the only villain that we sort of get the idea that there are in-between encounters. I don't think there's anything to suggest that, like, the encounters with Toxon are strictly only what we see in the episodes. Right, okay, so we've done Toxon. Now it's time to move on to, Troy Winter. Right, I need to get some images up of Troy Winter, because I do not have any. Not on me at the minute. But at least the good thing about, you know, having short hair now is that there's not much hair to mess with. Alright. Troy Winter. It's a pretty good look at him. Right, he shouldn't be too difficult to do. Male. Skin color, he's pretty pale. Like, actually quite, pale. Well, yeah, I wasn't referring to that episode, that episode specifically as filler. Like, that's, that was a villain introduction episode. That's definitely not filler, but more talking about episodes like, you know, making the grade, animal attraction, fucking, me, myself, and Extroyer. Like, that, all of the filler episodes are, like, pretty great. Okay, I can't really tell what eye color does Troy have. I can't really even see. See. Do we have a gallery? There's got to be a gallery. I don't think the gallery's going to contain much of Troy, though. It's mainly going to be actual Extroyer. Yeah. Oh my god, I did not know there was a... Wow, that's one high-quality production still. Yeah, I might actually have to open up the episode for this to get a better look at him. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Thrill of the Hunt is one of, if not my favorite episode of All Max Steel. Specifically, purely because of the Ultralink. Well, no, Adventures. Filler doesn't mean they're not canon. That's not what filler means. Filler is just... that's what the... I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, filler is filling in the space of a season until we can get to more plot. Like, because, like, in Season 1... Obviously, the plot was, you know, Dredd and Elementor working together to, destroy the defense grid. But the episodes in between that with Extroyer and Toxon, those were the fillers. But yeah, no, of course they're canon. That's not what filler means. But yeah, exactly, that's the thing, Sparky. You don't even think of them as fillers just because they are that good. Okay, let's have a look at you, Troy. I can't tell. Hold on, give me a closer look. I know it zooms in on his face. I can't even... I think he's got green eyes. They're very, very dark. Like, very dark. That'll do. Okay, this face shape is all wrong. This is something I don't look forward to when creating these, because, getting the face shape right is very difficult a lot of the time. What series have you been watching where the fillers weren't canon, Adventures? That's just not how fillers work. You don't just make episodes of a show that aren't canon. That's just weird. Oh no, absolutely not, Boogie. Like, for one, they wouldn't, that just wouldn't happen. Like, they wouldn't have introduced the villain just to be, like, killed off in the first fucking, in the first, like, full appearance that he had. And for two, yeah, I need a better shot than this. He's looking fucking sideways. Oh, I know what a good shot would be. The shot when he's about to fire the sonic cannon. And he looks absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, he does have green eyes. They're actually a bit darker than this. They're actually more this color. A little bit too bluey, but that's more close than what, I had before. Right, his hair should be pretty easy to get right, I think. Sort of like dirty blonde. It is actually more like this. He needs to be an adult. I don't think this is exactly right. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, like, again, Boogie, again, for one, that just wouldn't happen, because it wouldn't be a good what if, because, you know, Dredd is integral to the plot of Max Steel, and two, Nort is just, like, not a main villain. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better, actually. Hey, son. Yeah, Troy. can't get a good shot of him. I just need a face. Oh my god. I need to make this an emoji in the Discord. I'm gonna put the shot that I just paused on in the Discord. Give me a sec. Oh god. That is quite funny. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say you're right, Jadventures, because he wouldn't have Dread to save him. Just give me a good solid shot of his bloody face. Just a dead on shot. And again, the more you the further on you go through that through the series, the more Thrill of the Hunt actually becomes more mysterious. Like they never ever go into detail about anything to do with Extroyer's Ultralink or, you know, its significance or anything like that, or what Dredd actually wanted the Ultralink for in the first place. Actually, I know, I know what a good shot would be. It's when he's about to, it's when he's about to get Ultralinked, and he's looking up at the hologram of Dredd. There we go, that's a much better shot, right. Much better. His cheeks are actually sort of quite indented. Oh god. He's got quite a sort of normal-sized head. His eyes are quite far apart. He's got very thick eyebrows, very thick. I don't want to make them too thick, though, because then they'll just look stupid. Yeah, again, I feel like that theory is there, Hassan, because of the Copper Squatch. And you're not wrong, Crossbound, yeah, with Nort, like, he didn't really... It felt like they were always trying to treat him like, you know, the villain. He was almost like... He reminds me of, a little bit of Siphon from Ben 10 Omniverse, in that they were, like, trying to make... Like, they wrote him in a way that he was always trying to be his own villain, but never really succeeding. Okay, that's basically all I can give him in reference to his little chin bit of hair. But it would be good to have an episode where Nort actually is treated as a serious villain. I think, like, the further on the show goes, the less serious they treat him. And it's mainly because, like, he's always treated so much more seriously when he's in his normal form than he is in his, like, robotic form, which is so weird. Hair will continue to go through gameplay. When was that a thing? I did not think that that was a thing. I'm gonna turn that off. I kind of want him to look like... I did not realize that that was a thing. Oh yeah, I'll get to the muscular Hassan, but no, I don't think he has, like, shaved marks. I can't really see any on the screenshot I'm looking at. Okay, I think his eyes need to be... The eyes, man, they never, like, they never work. Just give me a normal looking eye. Okay, I'm gonna go into detail edit mode, because I need to... move his eyes down, just put them in a normal fucking position. I need to make them a bit bigger too, they're a bit too small. Okay, I'm liking this. Right, as for the fucking mouth, you guys know I hate this part. Okay, we're getting there. It's like a 6-year-old's Lego toy. Yeah, I mean... yeah, he does have a pretty... I mean, I kind of like his design. Maybe... I think his eyes need to be a bit higher up. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I'm actually really happy with how we're making this dude. He actually does look like he looks in the show, I think. Like, I think you can tell this is Troy. Again, the eyes are always going to be a bit disproportionate because it's cartoon and they have, you know, very big eyes. Yeah, let's change things up, shall we? And actually give him armor. I think it's just going to be this again. I have like a lightish grey one. Yeah. He doesn't have any alternate appearances either, so I could probably just give this to his entire outfit roster. Although, I feel like with this series, no, because no, because I gave Dredd and Toxon alternate outfits, so I'm not gonna just, I'm not just gonna be lazy with this. I gotta give him actual outfits. Yeah, we discussed that last time about the age, about the ages, Hassan. Yeah. Well, it's not technically if you believe the canon adventures, it's if you believe the website. It was never stated in the show that he was 27, so it's, you know, if it's not stated in the show, there's arguments that it's not canon, and he's definitely not 27, it's just not possible. Yeah, I definitely think you're right with that, Crossbound, because we have had him, like, fighting effectively against the N-Tech crew beforehand, so yeah, it definitely is, It definitely is, that's more of his role. Minimum 36. Yeah, like, he is not, there's no way he's 27. Okay, I'm actually gonna maybe angle his eyes downwards slightly, give him a bit of an intimidating appearance. Doesn't help with him looking so damn friendly. Okay, aspiration. We did have deviance. Oh, I should have put, Toxion's aspiration as Chief of Mischief. What is Troy? We're not talking about Toxion right now. We're talking about, yes, become a Jedi. That actually kind of fits for Troy because it's like Bounty Hunter. Maybe I'll save that for like Rhinoc when we make him. Oh god, how the fuck are we gonna make Vengarn? I've just thought about that. That is gonna be legitimately impossible. I guess just fortune, because he only really cared about money. Again, there's not really any occults that work for Troy, is there? No. Make Vengon an alien, yeah. Yeah, but even with mods, I don't think I'd be able to get Vengon to look good. I'm gonna give it a go when we get there eventually, but... Okay, well, he's definitely not loyal. He's, I'd say he's quite self-assured. I'm not sure that Troy... Yeah, I'd say you could say that he's evil, because, like... It wasn't that he was just doing a job. Like, he was enjoying his shit. He was, like, very much enjoying taking it to N-Tech, so... I wouldn't say Zalona, because he usually does have Vin and Dwayne. He's definitely not loyal. I guess you could put jealous because he was, you know, because he stole the Ultralink from Nort. Yeah, I don't think that would be... I don't think there's any reasonable logic behind that. Mainly because... first of all, we don't know if Makino was even around back then. And two, he wasn't anywhere... Like, if he was alive back then, he wouldn't have been anywhere near Earth. So I just don't think it's true. Like, there's nothing to even remotely suggest that that happened. Make him mean. Confident after winning a... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? I think I actually need to lower his jaw as well, maybe. Yeah, maybe make his nose lower too. Better. Okay, that's actually looking pretty good. It's always, you know, super satisfying when we can actually get it right. Okay, activity, I mean, fishing is hunting. Doesn't really strike me as the type. There's no hunting. And color. He likes purple. I think this actually passes for Troy pretty well. Oh, hold on. I think that's... There we go. The resting face was a bit too frowny. Okay, I think that might do us for Troy. And he has a very deep voice. But it's like raspy too.
Wajini. Oh, Sangula Bates. Yisharao, huh? Yisharao.
It's like this.
Manarshkal, huh? Narshka ya yumps. Nobi.
Skimbo you nabla. Weasel bebid. Ribosa ishe. Deroy benarla.
Yazip. Oh, you threw ya. Oblish, for Nala Flow.
I think the warm one is...
Gavoya? Oh, Zatorg.
Yeah, that I think that'll do.
Oh, Sangula Bates.
Yeah.
Yisharao, huh? Yisharao.
I don't know, Jadventures. It is an interesting concept because it's like, you know, Troy didn't, like, the linking process was very fucked up. And it's, like, very much, like, ingrained with his, like, biology and stuff. I don't know. I think you could argue either way, to be honest. Like, the Ultralings is just, like, such a big part of his actual biology. That, like, if you took it out, it would probably kill him. Oh, hey, Duffy. Oh, you finally started making content? That's awesome. Yeah, you're not wrong, Hassan, in fairness. Okay, I think that'll... okay, we gotta do some alternate outfits. Formal. He strikes me as being, like, very casual, like... Like, because he was very, sort of, scruffy in his episode, so I don't really see him as being, you know, someone who really holds himself in the same regard as, like, Dredd. Doesn't seem as muscular as he should be. His legs, his upper torso is fine, but his legs just don't really look right. Looks like a dissatisfied, like, office employee. Yeah, I'll go with that. Athletic, you know he'd be wearing something, like, very sporting. I feel like the white suits him. And then, like... yeah, that actually doesn't look too bad, you know. Yeah, honestly, Hassan, maybe not Call of the Wild, probably something dinosaur related, but, like, that is, like, such a terrible episode title. I don't know how the fuck they thought that was a reasonable title. Oh, I kind of like that more, though. Well, it was never stated, Earth Elemental never fought Dredd, did he? I don't think he did. Yeah, I don't think, Earth can't go toe-to-toe with Dredd. That was never a thing. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely like the other one better. Okay, sleep. Oh, it's a good bloody job I checked. hate it when they give them random accessories for no reason. Let us do that. If we want to, we'll do it. Sleep. Probably just something like casual. I think that's a bit too long of a title, it doesn't really have a ring to it. What would I call it if I can't think of a good title right now, but oh my god, and the bunny slippers, fuck off! I always forget to do the bloody shoes. Ultralink Park. Yeah, I see where you're going with that one, Sparky, but I don't think it really fits with Extroyer. I don't know. I'm not giving him the bunny slippers. Fear My Roar sounds like a Lion Guard episode, not an episode of Max Steel where Extroyer gains a terrifying T-Rex form. Extroyer's a Chihuahua. Party. Yeah, again, he really strikes me as someone who's, like, again, not really that. No, that doesn't suit him. Something very casual. No. No, definitely not that. No. Hey. Look, everyone, I gave him his T-Rex form. Maybe this? Ooh. Yeah, I do kind of like that. And it's got it got, like, wings on it as well. Look, everyone, it's his Chimera form. Primal sound more, I think, gives the vibe of the gorilla one, because he did call that transformation something truly primal. Maybe Primeval Rage, or Primeval Showdown. Prehistoric Teardown is pretty good, too. His evil business suit like a hot dog. Well, the Ben 10 jacket. I don't know where you're seeing Generator X. Ah. Oh, wait, is it this one? Yeah, I guess some of them do look naturally like that. Okay, bottoms. Some casual. No. Some casual jeans. Swimwear. I feel, again, the thing you sort of forget is that Troy was literally just a regular dude. He didn't really have anything mentally wrong with him, like, you know, Toxon, so it's like, I don't see why he wouldn't wear, like, a Hawaiian shirt in hot weather and stuff. I feel like that's perfectly within his personality. I feel like this is what I made Dread wear, too. Yeah, just greedy. That's the thing, like, the funny thing is, I think I talked about this last time, but, I do wonder, sort of, like, I give him the Punisher, shirt. Oh, I had no idea that so many of these, were here. He's a furry. Maybe I should make that his nighttime. I mean, I'm trying to be realistic here. And I don't think this, like, it's funny, but I don't think he would wear it. Hot weather. I do think this is the same one I gave to Dread. I prefer there not to be... Yeah, that's alright. I prefer there not to be duplicates. Well, I think it was more just a mercenary, Hassan. And to be honest, that's quite concerning now, because we don't really think about that, but it's like, it's very shifty that, you know, Dredd just so easily found someone that was just like, oh yeah, I'll like, steal a piece of technology from this super secret organization. Oh my god, look at the gay shoes. They are fancy looking. He'd wear sandals. He would. And then cold weather. I feel like there's something cold in full body for this. I say, is there like a biker jacket? Hold on, let me get rid of cold weather. What the fuck is up with that crotch? And oh my god. What the fuck? What is this? This part is fine. What is going on with this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it would be illegal. No, bro was discount Rhinoc, because Rhinoc had a pet as well. What is this? It looks fine. It would look fine if it weren't for like, horrible. That's the dressing gown. I meant to click on this one. Oh, what is this? Where has this been hiding? That actually looks pretty sick. So why does it look like he's got tits? I did make him... His pecs are sticking out something fierce. Is he like... Okay, this is not normal. Even if you are jacked, this is not how clothes behave on men. Because if you're jacked like, if you're jacked this much, you're jacked all the way down. This is not why does he look like that? Okay, well that's not gonna work then, is it? Bam, Anakin Skywalker. I don't know, Boogie. I mean, we just don't really have any, like, literally any information to suggest that. Like, we just know nothing. And again, we don't necessarily need to know stuff. You know, I don't necessarily think that, like, every villain needs to have, like, a super complex, backstory or childhood or whatever, like... You know, anything could have happened. I mean, I don't think that's... I don't necessarily think that had to be, true. I mean, he's doing very well for himself. He's got, like, a mansion and everything. But, I don't know, he could have, like, not had, like, proper parents and grown up, like, you know, as a mercenary, or... You know... I guess that's what's, you know, it's kind of cool in that, you know, we can sort of make up whatever we want about that. But, like, I can't say, like, I'm really, like, I've never been curious to learn about Troy. Like, I can't say I've ever wondered, like, I wonder, like, what Troy's childhood was like, or, like, what his life was like before becoming Extroyer. I've never even really once been interested in that. I feel like this is an outfit that he would have. How are the shoes looking too? There we go. Yeah, potentially, Hassan. Okay, I think that'll probably do us for Troy. I can't believe I've already been streaming for 2 hours. Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. Troy Winter. Oh yeah, what about the walk? I don't really think that fits with Troy. The swagger walk just looks so dumb. I guess maybe we just give him the tough one. Nort is a child abused by everyone. Yeah, he has real younger sibling energy. Like, if you told me that Nort was secretly Dread's younger brother, I would absolutely believe that. I feel like they actually should have done that, because that would just make, like, his entire personality make so much more sense. I mean, then again, like, it's very comparable to, like, the trope of, you know, underling not being appreciated by boss. You know, that works for his character too. It wasn't purple, Hassan, it was more just it had, like, very faint aspects of, like, very pale, like, lavender color to it, but I don't think I could really get that. Yeah, I think he just ended up looking shit. I think the grey fits him a lot better. And there was a lot more, like, silvery and blackness than that anyway. Yeah, and it just sort of makes him look a bit dumb too. You know, we don't want to lose the serious effect that our boy has. Yeah, and Nort's another thing that we don't really have, like, any information on. Like, we know fucking nothing about him. Like, we don't really know who he is, or, like, when he joined up with Dredd. Like, did him and Dredd know each other before the Turbo Star accident? Was Nort working at... I assume that Nort wasn't working at Entech, because then I feel like they would have automatically investigated THI, because on the surface, Nort was the CEO of THI. Like, he was in all the adverts and stuff. But, yeah, like, we don't know. I assume that he probably met Nort after the Turbo Star explosion. Either that, or he was in contact with Nort before the explosion, but Nort wasn't anything to do with Entech and no one knew about him. I think I saw something that, like, I want to say that it was on the wiki, but I don't think it was. That, like, Nort was created by Dredd. I think it may have just been someone, like, misinterpreting stuff, but, Nort, like, I think a lot of people do think that Nort is, like, an android, that he's not a real person, and therefore Dredd probably created him. That's not true, because in Maximum Morphos, Nort turns into a Morphos clone, and he would only be able to do that if he had DNA. So he is actually a cyborg. But yeah, I would have liked to know a bit more. I would have liked to know a bit more about Nort, just the bare minimum. Because, like, we don't know literally anything about him. Okay, just let me have a look at the shoes, make sure I've, oh, what are they? Okay. I think that is Mr. Winter done. Can I also, maybe make his eyebrows a bit... Yeah, his eyebrows are actually quite low down on his forehead. There we go. I probably will try and make Nitro. That's an interesting idea, because, like, I made Steel in the first stream. So I'm not against, like, transferring characters that aren't actually, like, human. I don't know, I mean, yeah, I think... I've always sort of thought that, like, him and Dredd started THI together. Because Nort is smart, but I feel like Dredd, like, THI... I don't know. I think you could argue that maybe Nort was CEO of THI, but I sort of get the feeling that, like... I think we're meant to get the idea that Dredd was the one pulling the strings behind THI the entire time. And if you think about... Well, no, because he was quite powerful after the Turbo Star explosion, yeah. Well, I mean, in an alternate universe, looking at it that way, Duffy, you could just use anyone. You could... I mean, logically, I feel like it would be Berto that you would have to swap out. Right, I think that is us done for Troy. Right, I'm going to briefly go to the bathroom, and then we will come back and attempt to do Extroyer. I'm not expecting anything good. I legit don't think I'm going to be able to get Extroyer, like, even remotely close. But I'm going to try my best, and I'm going to try and make Extroyer. So I'll be right back. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
I forgot I left my slippers in the bathroom. Ah. Yeah. Ah. Ugh. 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 Oh, hello. Georgiax. Welcome. Ah. How you doing? Yeah, welcome to the channel. I'm just making, I'm majority a Max Steel YouTuber. Well, I say majority. I'd say it's the main thing I do, but I do, like, plenty of other stuff. Yeah, we're making Max Steel characters in The Sims 4 as part of our weekly Make Max Steel characters in The Sims 4, series. But yeah, yeah, some more Sims 4 music time. Yeah, it is, they do have some good music. I've actually used, Sims 4 music in some of my other videos before. Also, Hassan, you said that was Steel. I thought that was Berto in that live stream. Please, hold on. Please, you just gotta see, Also, Georgia, your Sims is playing up. Yeah, mine, keeps, fucking resetting my gallery and not saving my settings and stuff. Amazing, this game's been out for so many fucking years, and, they can never fix shit like this. But, please, Hassan, please enlighten me as to how, in God's green earth, you believed this looked anything like Berto. He's got bright blue hair! I mean, in fairness, he does, like, Berto's skinny, but it's like, he's got blue hair. Nice, Stuffy. Ah. Oh yeah, like, a lot of Ben 10's, like, filler episodes are just really bad. Max Steel is just, like, so much better quality, just generally, episode-wise. Bloody hell. George X. Or actually, it's probably Georgia X41, isn't it? God, I'm stupid sometimes. Yeah, I can kind of see a bit of Berto vibes, but again, he just has blue hair. Wasn't Berto's hair blue? Okay, you make a good point, but it wasn't that blue. You're not wrong. It was like a very, very faint, like, very, very faint pale blue, but it wasn't that blue. And it didn't look like that either. It was like a very, very pale, greyish blue. But yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. This game has been out for so many fucking years, and they keep pumping out, like, new packs that cost 30 quid each, but they can't, like, make it so that basic fucking shit works. Look. Berto. Oh, no. My apologies. Because this isn't even the why is there not a redirect for Berto on the wiki? No one calls him Roberto. No, yeah, if you look at his hair, it is like a very pale greyish blue. It's more, there's a slight bluish tint to it. Get the werewolf add-on and make Extroy one. That's not a bad idea, in fairness. I wonder what, like, the customization options are for him. Like, if I could make him purple. That would be kind of cool. I wonder if there's, like, a superhero. Hold on, why haven't they made, like, a superhero pack yet? Why is that not a thing? I feel like that's an obvious thing. They've done vampires, they've done werewolves. I feel like superheroes, like, that's a... Like, it could be like a hybrid of Get to Work and vampires, where, like, you have a superhero transformation and, like, different abilities and stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, a werewolf episode with Extroyer would have been pretty good. You're not wrong. I'm probably gonna save making Sideshow for a stream when we make like N-Tech people. This is still a villain making stream. But yeah, I've saved Toxon, so I can get rid of him. And I just save Troy by himself. Yeah, give us a better pose than that. Oh, that one's actually pretty good. Okay, now... I don't know how I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be rough, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. Let me get a good screenshot of Extroyer. I need a better screenshot than that. Actually, I mean, his face shape... I mean, actually, no, his face shape is, like, way different than Troy's. I was gonna say maybe we don't have to change it that much, but... I'm gonna need... I don't know what... Yeah, Georgia, I feel like they don't, like... I feel like I mean, this goes without saying, like, the Sims packs are overpriced, but I feel like even for the good ones, there isn't actually as much content as you would like. Like, fuck off, just load already. I feel like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of an example. I feel like the magic one, like the one that had spellcasters, that one was pretty lackluster. Okay, maybe I'll get a good... Okay, that's an alright shot. Yes, Stuffy, I see. Don't spam. There we go. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get anywhere even close to this. I'm going to make... Because Extroyer physically can't change clothes, so I'm going to apply this to everything. Oh, hold on. No. I need to bloody... I need to just drag him in. There we go. Keep Troy as he is. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I've already saved him, but, you know, just in case. Okay, yeah. Full body to everything, because he physically can't change his clothes. But the biggest changes, obviously, are going to be in the head. He legit has no hair at all. That Ultralink really did a number on him. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do about, like, the jaw. I legit can't do anything about it. Okay, he doesn't have any eyebrows. He doesn't have any facial hair. He's just gonna end up looking really dumb, isn't he? I mean, I don't really, like... He's got quite a big head. And a very... Yeah, that's, like... He's gonna end up looking like a fucking villager. Okay, face, he needs to be, like, deathly fucking pale. Literally, like, grey. He is actually he does actually have a bit more colour to his skin than this, but I think this looks... I don't want to make him look like this, because he's just gonna look like a fucking villager. Yeah, son, honestly, like, it's not even worth it. Like, save your, like... Morbid curiosity, I know, but, like, just save your soul. Don't watch Turbo Warriors. It's not worth it. There's literally, I don't think, anything I could do to even emulate the crystals or anything. I don't even know what that does. He has very sunken chin, cheeks, sorry. But these part, like, stick out. He's got a weird face. I mean, again, why would, I don't know, I mean, again, I wouldn't put it past, all three of them, actually, Dread, Toxon, and Extroyer, to have had their bodies biologically modified to the point where they literally don't, well, actually, no, because, Extroyer does eat stuff. We've seen that. He's the only one we have seen. Okay, let's go for the eyes. Is there... Yeah... You're just gonna have to go for, like, for these, I think. They're not perfect. But, I think maybe go for that. Again, you guys know this ain't gonna look good. Because I legit just can't make Extroyer. There is nothing I can do. Like, we can't make giant fucking crystals jump out of him. Oh, why is... His head should not be that wide. Fucking hell. His eyes are genuinely pretty high up. Oh yeah, and he's got... I can do shit with his nose, because he's got a very, very tall, thin, stumpy nose like that. That's as high as I can make it, though. Okay, I'm still getting the Extroyer face shape from that. That's not that bad, actually. And let's see how, like, I kind of just want to keep him wearing the same suit because, like, it is majority that color. He's got, like, the big, massive crystal bunch over here. Also, hi, Winter. Apologies I didn't greet you immediately. But, like, apart from that, his suit is majority this color. I don't really think I could do anything else. Just kind of wish these were a bit brighter. They're meant to be glowing. Excuse me. Kind of wish I could just modify these. I'm just gonna go with that because it's a bit more fierce of a color. And what about, I'm actually gonna add some, like... Makes him a bit more intimidating, I guess. And also... Oh, can I not have... I think I can have the both. Don't like this. Only like the lower half you can see. No, I'll get rid of that. Keep it like that. Ah. Oh yeah, I guess you can become an animal and do that. Yeah, I'd never thought about that. Oh, Dread doesn't really... Oh! Oh, the fucking, Savage Press horns. Yeah, but they just, like... They just don't really look right. Be like, if I can make him so it's, like, only on this side, then yeah, sure, but, yeah. If I ever turn this into a video, and I probably will, if anyone's out there who is a Sims 4 creator, please make some custom shit so that I can make Toxon. Make his, like, his glowy jaw. I don't know how you would do that. The jaw, I don't know if that would be possible for the, like, the way the Sims, like... Maybe it would be like a accessory. You could do it like on the lower jaw, and some spikes on the head and the big Ultralink patch. Someone please make that and make them color customizable. That would be sick. Honestly, like someone make like a bunch of Max Steel related custom content for The Sims 4, please. I'm begging you. Okay, like, legit, I think we are done with Extroyer. I don't think there's more I can do with him than this. Yeah, did I say Toxon? I probably said, Toxon. I meant Extroyer, yes. Yeah, this is, I think, literally the best I can do with him. I don't know if the makeup actually works. Hold on, let me get rid of it. No, I think he looks better without it, actually. Extroyer. Ultralinked? The Ultralinked family. Good enough. Now I need to edit his voice.
Malfoy Bifose.
With steam.
Yumbala Tafloni. Yumbala Sieg.
Yeah, that works, I think. And, change... let's go Public Enemy, Self-Assured, Evil, and, I think maybe swap, then maybe I should have put Hot-Headed instead of Self-Assured. I'll put Hot-Headed, and I'm gonna put Jealous, too, because the whole thing with, me, myself, and Extroy was that he was jealous of, like, the respect that Max Steel got. Okay, I think, I think that'll probably do us. I don't know exactly, Jadventures. I mean, we've seen that Dread's suit is completely airtight too, because he went underwater with it. Okay, and I did save Winter. Get rid of him. And then this is Extroyer. Give me a good evil picture for that. There we go. It's as close as we're gonna get. Not perfect, but I think I made him look alright with what I could do. Okay. So, that's Extroyer done. Let us move on and try and make ourselves Makino. Again, he's not going to be much different. So, start from there. Oh god, the eyes. Fucking hell. That's actually kind of creepy. Okay, now I get rid of Extroyer. I just want to make sure that I did, like, it did save it. I want to save this dude. Rider coin. That's actually kind of funny. That sounds like saying ride a coin. Oh, we've just made a completely random dude, and I already like him. There we go. Rider coin. Completely random character. Not evil at all. Ride coin. Okay. Alright. I just thought he looked cool, so I just thought I'd save him. Right, okay, let's make Makino. Face. We need, like... That is legit, like, Makino's skin tone. There we go. Again, it's going to be hard to make Makino. You're going to have to bear with me. But he is bald without the suit. Don't think he has eyebrows. Now, let me get up some pictures of Makino. Makino. Again, it depends on, like, I think we could make multiple forms for Makino. Like, we could make, the Max Steel form. I don't think the Jim McGrath one's worth doing, because that's just Jim. I don't think he has... I think he... Maybe we could just give him eyebrows. I don't know, he just doesn't really have them, does he? He does have quite, like... quite thick lips, I think. They seem quite feminine, though. They have a very wide mouth. Can't make it any wider than that. It is wider than that, though. I guess there are just limits. But yeah, Makino has different forms, as in, like, battle forms, but his actual form, like, usually stays the same. I'd say the only two we could realistically make would be, like, his regular humanoid form, like the scientist form, and then Max. Weirdly enough, the eyes actually look pretty good, although we are gonna make them... they're not even like that, are they? They are actually, like, yellow eyes. Am I gonna have to find some more eyes again? No worries, Sparky. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Actually, hold on. I'll just use the, God, that looks weird for Makino. Considering, like, I'm trying to visualize Makino. And just giving him, like, normal-ass eyes. Where have I got that from? There we go. And make the pupils... Hold on, we have to go into detail edit mode. Maybe like that. Oh no, a bit bigger. How to make Makino. Step 1, make him 20 feet tall. Yeah. Gonna need to max out the muckle and the... I think that... I don't like making him fat, but like... Okay, full body. You guys know the drill by now. And I'm not gonna do anything else for Makino because there's no, like... There's not even a single bit of... like him that... Oh yeah, that actually does look good. Again, it's more like indigo than either blue or purple, but I'm not going to be able to get it exact. I think this is probably the best I could do, and I think that looks pretty good anyway. Yeah. It's just the Luke Skywalker thing. Okay, that's pretty good. And then just apply that. Everyday formal, athletics, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, cold weather, boom. Okay, what about the face? He's got a very large face. Oh yeah, very intimidating. And maybe aim his eyes. Oh yeah, he does sort of have like sort of alien-esque downward-facing eyes. I think this could actually help us out. I think I could get away with making his eyes bigger too. Maybe not that big. And his eyes are actually... Oh, I'm going to say they're quite far apart, but I don't want to make them that far apart, because then he just does look completely alien. I mean, I know that's the point. He is technically an alien, but you know what I mean. I don't want to make him look weird. Let's see what I can do to do with headwear. No. I don't like that it goes back up to the fucking top every time. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything. Yeah, there's not really anything, is there? Didn't really expect there to be. Again, all the designs in Max Steel are just super unique, so there's just not going to be anything, is there? It's not exactly surprising. Besides, I don't actually think this looks that bad. For what it is, I think this is actually pretty decent. Considering it's meant to be Makino. Yeah, okay, I'm actually quite happy with that. Right, Makino Ultralink. Right. I think this one fits, actually. Have a family that succeeds in life, to absorb and expand. Expand his family. So I think I go with that. He is evil. He is... ambitious. And I think Self-Assured does actually sort of, hold on, fucking hell. Ambitious. Evil. I think Self-Assured actually does fit with him. Yeah, because, like, there's never really... That's the thing with Makino. There's never, like, ever really a moment where he doubts himself, like, ever. Even, like, at the very end. Yeah. I mean, yeah, technically he is Hassan. I think we talked about this last week as well. But it's just like, technically, yes, he is. But, like, not biologically. There's nothing linking them together. Get it? Linking? No. He's just their, you know, creator. So it's like, you want to take that as father than, you know, you can do. Okay. No, nothing. Okay, I think that actually works very well for Makino. I think I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so this is Makino. I really wish there were some more portraits that were more evil. Okay, and for making Max's variation, I think I'll grab Maxi Boy. It's saved, fully saved. And I'll just modify his sim. I'll merge so I can use Makino as a reference. Get rid of Molly. Get rid of Forge. And get rid of Steel. There we go. So, obviously the full body is gonna be his Makino form. I did this, these were from the first stream, so this was before I had the unique alien armor, so I could have give that to Max for formal, but it was more creating like Max formal rather than actual Max Steel. So it doesn't really matter. So give that to him and make it fill out all of them. And then let's modify the skin tone, literally that. Oh, there was this one, I didn't even notice. Actually, I think that might be a little bit too dark. Let me have a look at what Makino's is. Oh no, Makino's is that one. I did go for that one for Makino, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Yes, we've all established this at this point and so on. I was talking about it earlier in this very stream, actually, like, about how it's funny that... Sorry, my hands are just a bit cold. About how, you know, we as a community just accept that. Okay, and as for his eyes, make him like that, and then put the makeup on top of it. Because then I can give him the yellow eyes again. Here's the yellow eyes that, which one is it from Makino? Here's the bottom one. Okay. With, like, max brightness. Instinctively went to the eyes. Okay. Yep, that's pretty much the same then. And his pupils are actually quite a bit, quite big as well, but I'll scale them down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, he technically does have... He doesn't have turbo flight. He can fly, but Dread can fly a lot less effectively than Max does. But he does have super speed, even though they only showed it once. Oh, you don't know about Dark Titan Adventures? Basically, I need to make a video on this at some point. But I need to do more research into it, because even I don't fully understand it. But basically, as I understand it, Dark Titan is such a weird story. It's such a weird thing in the Max Steel community, but it was a thing. Basically, as I understand it, Dark Titan was basically some dude's OC that he, like, spread throughout the internet during the days of the Max Steel reboot, and somehow managed to convince like, a fuck ton of people that it was an actual character that was gonna show up in the show. Like, if you go and look at the wiki, there are certain pages that have comments in them that are references that, like, mention Dark Titan. I have no idea what the fuck went on with it. It is such a weird thing. But it is a thing, and it did happen. Yeah, the Herobrine of Max Steel, basically. That is what it basically was, but it's such a weird thing. I could have sworn that there were more haircuts with tinted bits. There's none that that are really gonna work. I just want a black one with a... No, he's gonna... Ooh, that's a funky looking one. I like that. I don't really want to use this one, but it doesn't work anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna have to keep Max's hairstyle then. That actually does look pretty good though. And I guess just give him the same things. Yeah. And then self-assured, ambitious, evil. Nope. God, why does it never... Ambitious, there we go. They're in a different order, doesn't matter. So this is, I'm gonna call this Mackinac McGrath. And I've saved regular Mackinac so I can, I can delete him and save him separately. Okay, I like this. I think we've done a good job with Mackinac. Give me the evil one. That was actually quite creepy looking anyway. Give me the evil one. Evil, 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 evil Knievel. Evil my beevil. God, I've had like every single one apart from the evil one. Literally every single one. Give me the evil one! I'm gonna end up like accidentally going past it. I know I am. There we go. Bam. Doesn't matter, but... Ugh. But yeah, I don't, No, not tonight, Hassan, and besides, those would be side villains, not main villains. Damn, that's a strange form for Dread to have, Adventures. But, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, I don't think we're gonna make any more tonight. I think we'll leave it here for tonight because we started on time, even though, OBS decided to fuck up my audio at the start. And it would be good if we could end on time. I was gonna mention, something about Turbified earlier. Maybe because we were talking about Toxon. and I was saying about, like, how they could have made him more of an intimidating villain. I do want to try and play around with that concept in Turbified a little bit. Give Toxon some episodes, some more episodes. I guess the thing is, though, I guess Toxon doesn't have to not have Fishy to be very, very powerful. Because, like, I kind of forget that Fishy was even with him in, like, the Acid Rain bit. Like, because he barely talked at all. But, yeah, I want to give Toxon some, a lot more, you know, some powerful scenes, some powerful episodes. I've got one in mind, got a few in mind, actually. But there's one that's going to be a part of a little mini arc that he has, because I've talked about this before, but Extroyer and Toxon are actually going to have arcs in Turbified, where it's not just like the one and done, where there's just like, oh yeah, they try and get, you know, Toxon gets a new chemical, but he runs out of it by the end of the episode, and that's never seen again. He is gonna have an arc where he's got a plan to get back on Max's level. Because again, in Turbified, we're dealing with Season 3 Max, who has access to Duo Strike, and, you know, both Toxon and Extroyer have got to start upping their game to try and, you know, get themselves back on Max's level. I mean, on a good day, he's usually able to take them out pretty easily anyway, but at this point, he's gotten, like, it's almost like he's gotten to the point where he's, like, almost way too powerful for them, so they've got to come up with some stuff to make themselves more powerful, and it's going to be cool. Ah, right, I see, Adventures. That does actually sound pretty cool, though. Again, like, those sorts of suits where it's, like, not actual, you know, the animals, but it's, like, almost sort of the animal iconography. They're always pretty cool. Although I'm not sure if a dragon sort of fits with Dread. Just mainly because, like, he's... I don't know. I guess it depends. Depends, like, how it ends up properly looking. Yeah. But, yeah, I think we're gonna leave it here for tonight. We've made some good progress today. We made a decent few. We did, we finished up Xander, and we did Toxon, Troy, Extroyer, and, the 2 Machnos. So, yeah, I'm actually, happy with what we've done tonight, and, I'm not sure what we'll do next week. I think maybe I might save Morphos, or maybe I'll do Morphos and then, move on to maybe the Entech crew, or maybe, maybe I'll have him, maybe I'll do just a full stream creating Entech people. I'll have to see. We'll Toxon absorb next, the sun. That would be pretty funny. Probably look pretty cool, too. Like, bright golden energy in him, but then, you know, that's not really what Toxon does. But yeah. And Toxon's gonna have some cool, new shit in Turbified, so you can look forward to that. But I really hope all of you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and go join the casual Discord, in the description down below if you want to be automatically notified whenever I upload, if you're at least 16, and if you're also at least 16, also, if you haven't already, go join the Max Steel Discord as well. If it ever comes out. Yes, I know, I'm working on it. It's a lot, you know, I'm juggling 1,000 different things at the minute. But, yes, it's coming soon. It might be out by the end of this month, I'm hoping so. But, yeah, everyone, so, join me on Friday for more Cold War Zombies, where we're gonna be playing Maudertoten. Very awesome map, set in a dark, spooky city. A very cool wonder weapon, and a bunch of new enemies. On Saturday, we're going to be playing The Forest for game night. That's going to be real good. And obviously, join me next week for more of this. So, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I will see you on another video or stream very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.